Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Miracle Dure, and I'm representing ALX Team Elite, typically tailored for kids in the rural areas. Members of my team are myself, Miracle Dure, Deborah Kodria, Derek Ayer, Paul Promise, Collins Buedu, and Eugenius Kofi Anglo. Why have we chosen this GCO, which is specifically targeted in the educational sector? This is because children in the rural area lack access to quality education, and there is a wide gap in the digital divide because of poor infrastructure, economic hardship, and unguided use of the tech. Why does this matter? This matters because we are in a fast-paced tech era whereby if kids are not able to pick up some of the literacy in the form of technology, they will be left behind, being caught up in the web of poverty. Just take kids who right from the inception of growth will have to travel miles and miles just to have access to education, and after all that struggle they will still come back to square one: poverty. So we looked at a few researches and we saw that even when it comes to education, it is just 2 out of 10, according to UNESCO 2022, that are able to have good reading proficiency. And yet we have about 54% of kids in the rural areas having access to mobile phones, and through which they could have access to education, and thereby our solution, which is EduPlay GH. Yes, what is EduPlay GH? EduPlay GH is a gamified learning app which, whilst kids are playing, they are still learning, and yet we are incorporating the Ghanaian language, typically Twi, Ga, and Ewe, and we came up with a few WAF which introduced them to the onboarding process, the choosing of games, and we also a part whereby it scores them, it gives them congratulatory messages and all of that. We believe this will go a long way to help our youngsters gain a very background when it comes to education, learning in a fun way. You see, children learn in with fun, but then if let's say for instance you ask them to sing a secular song, they would be able to sing, but then when it reciting common knowledge, you find out there is the difficult part, because children learn faster when they are playing, and therefore EduPlay G. So we appeal for your support, your funds, so that we can roll out extensive program to deploy EduPlay GH in at least 3 rural schools, and see a massive results, and bridging the gap between the rural and the urban divide when it comes to education and digital literacy. Thank you so much for your time.